and welcome to episode 2 of the Hollies on the Hill podcast with myself, Schoey, and joining me today is Trigger. How's it going, mate? You okay?
I'm alright, pal. How are you?
Not too bad, mate. Busy week?
Very busy week, mate. Very busy week. It's alright for you teachers having these half terms off. Still got to go into work. But there we go. I think we'll just get straight into it. Weekend review.
Absolutely. Shall we start with the twos?
Yeah, we'll start with twos. We hosted Chapel up at our place on Saturday. Great set of lads. Unfortunately, we got absolutely rolled.
Did you?
Well and truly rolled. There was something in the air on Saturday for both teams. We got put into bat. It should have been a bowler's paradise, but it didn't really turn out that way. We got off to a good start. I think we finished on 155. Big shout out to our new signing, Sana. After his first game at Pot, when he got 20 odd, he got a magnificent 89 not out off the full 40 overs. So
nice.
Massive well done to him. They didn't feel very well at all. Their own admission, the fielding was quite bad at times. So my team thought was make sure we field well and we'll win this game. And out comes Mr. Wagstaff for Chapel. I think he got 105 off 80 balls and put it to all corners of the park. We didn't feel very well. We were missing our two main bowlers due to holiday, which didn't help, but you can't help that. Didn't bowl particularly well, and we didn't feel particularly well. I think it was just one of those games where you take it on the chin and you move on.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a bit of a recurring theme for
for
the ones reviewing as well. Poor fielding, but
shall we move on to the ones review? Because I haven't got anything else to say about that. Because it sums it up.
Yeah, bit of a similar day for us, to be honest. We got there. The grass on the outfield was quite long, and the boundary was similar to ours last week. They had their boundary brought in up at Chapel as well. Outfield was quite long, but the actual wicket was like a road. It was rock hard, so all reliable. The best tosser in the league, Jacob Cook, won the toss again.
Yeah, you're right there. I agree with that.
won the toss, elected to bowl. We thought got a decent chance, even with a couple of players missing. But like I say, we had early chances. They got put down with their opener, who was actually quite attacking. Sort of put us on the back foot a bit. He scored a very quick 27, I believe it was. Again, dropped in twice, and then he got a top edge off Cocky's bowling, which I managed to grab. Only just nearly went on my backside, but no, it was a good take. Then the wicket keeper, Berry, came in, scored 42 off about 30 odd overs. It was a really solid knock from him. Really solid knock from him. Punished the bad ball. It was a really impressive knock, grafted out there. It was not an easy track at all, and like I say, it was not nice to bat on. You pitched one at halfway down the track and it rolled by your feet. It was definitely not a day for our standing wicketkeeper Max. It was a tough day for him, but fair play to him.
Bless him. Big shout out to Max here. I have a laugh and a joke with Max, but he never says no, and he always puts the graft in, and he's always there. So big up Max, who's also our T20 captain, but we'll get onto that shortly.
Yeah, coming up on Thursday. But yeah, no, it was a long day for him. I somehow got 4 for 20. No idea how.
Just a message to any Chapel first team players who are actually tuning into this. I think you need to go and have a word with yourselves, because that shouldn't be happening.
No. But, you know, it's...
all in jest. All in jest.
Absolutely. The old part-time spin bowler.
Can't walk it, mate.
Getting a few wickets. Cocky got 3 for 21. Actually getting some good wickets this week.
Cocky 3 for 21?
3 for 21, yeah.
Right. Okay, nice one, Cocky lad.
Yeah.
Not your first 3 of the season, son. Nice of you to turn up.
Only 6 weeks into the season, but never mind. And then again, pretty poor fielding, to be fair, from pretty much everyone, apart from Alex Friend, who came into the ones again. He actually fielded pretty well. And then with the bat was a pretty similar story. I think me and Atif scored 23, Jahanze got 10, the rest were all single digits. So we lost by about 60 runs. That Harrell got 5 for 24. Well, really well bowled from him. It was awkward to get away, but yeah, no, it was a long day for the ones. I must admit.
To be honest, mate, I think that's all we can say about our senior teams at the weekend.
Yeah.
The first and the second team, anyway, because it was all said and done.
Yeah, and then it was sort of a similar tune for the threes. Came up against a very good Birchvale side.
They were a very good side, to be fair. We
Yeah.
came up had a couple of pints of our new draft lager.
And new draft lager and new draft cider.
New draft cider, apologies, yeah.
Don't forget the cider. Yeah, I had to pull out with injury last minute from the Saturday, so very own Sean Norris stepped up.
No, I don't think he was too happy about that.
No, he definitely wasn't. I do apologise, Sean.
Again, if Sean's watching, that's what you get because you can't even manage to put a correct takeaway order in. If you know, you know. However, back to the third team.
Yeah, so we batted first. Sean opened up with Noah. Noah hit a lovely shot.
He
Hit him off the mark.
He did, to be fair.
First senior cricket. Really nice shot. Got out next ball, but it was a good ball, to be fair.
It was a very good ball, to be fair.
Sean, 32.
Yeah, batted well.
Yeah.
And I think he'll even admit it himself. I think it would done his confidence a world of good with the bat, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Sean got 32. Silly cotton ball, but hey, it was a good ball. And
But if Sean's watching, he'll probably blame it on himself because what did you say the ball before?
I did tell him to get on with it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, with 8 overs to go,
Yeah.
you know, you've sort of got to, haven't you, a little bit. I can't really remember much else of the batting. Isaac scored a solid 6. I know it's down on play cricket as Noah scoring 6, but it was definitely Isaac.
With a lovely 4 clips off his legs down to our machinery shed.
I know, I think even I'd have been impressed with that shot.
Well, we give Noah some stick, didn't we?
Yeah.
He got quite a lot of stick, so apologies Noah, but
Yeah.
you know, you've got to start looking up to your younger brother now. Start pulling your finger out. So.
He did deliver with the ball though, didn't he?
He did.
Noah is really impressing me with the ball in threes.
Did really well.
Really impressing me. And I think, like we said last week, he's definitely one for. He's reminded me of a young Mini Naz.
Yeah, probably not a bad comparison. That, to be fair, as long as he's available now, I can see him getting into the second team rather than the third team sooner rather than later.
Yeah, no, absolutely, it'd be good for him.
I don't think he's far off.
No.
So fair play to him. Keep going with it.
Keep grafting Noah, and sure he'll be there soon enough in the twos. Shall we move on to a bit of a brighter note?
Go on, after you, sir.
Monday evening, away at Newton.
Which teams are sorry?
Sorry, under 13s away at Newton. Newton top of the league.
Oh, wow.
We were sat in second, and we managed to get a victory.
I wouldn't have bet on that before the game.
No.
Knowing how our junior teams usually are.
Yeah.
Sounds like you had a pretty good night up there.
Yeah, we obviously playing away in juniors, we batted first. Big note from Leo, scoring 16 off 16. He's doing really well with the bat this season, really well. And then Brad got 12 runs.
Big old Brad, nice one, son.
Lad Brad, it was, batting, again, something we said we were going to work on. And, you know, the guys proved it out there. Running between the wickets, absolutely quality. And their coach, which I want to give a big shout out to, Gary for, top lad Gary, really good for the club. He runs the 13s and 11s himself. So, you know, you can imagine that's a bit of a challenge. But he's a top lad. And he actually came up to me after our innings and said how much we'd improved. We look a really well drilled team, and he just said that the running between the wickets ended up being the difference.
Big But Gary, thank you for the feedback, mate.
Yeah.
Next time you're up, you can have a pint on me and Scope.
Yeah, absolutely. I've already said I'd give him a pint as well. So.
You can have another one now, can't I?
There you go, mate. You got two. But yeah, no, really good batting. Bowling wise, I think 7 out of our 10 bowlers got wickets.
Well, that don't happen very often.
Absolutely not. And we ended up winning by, I believe, 31 runs.
Well, that's really impressive, that.
Yeah. The under 13s that are producing some really good quality cricket. Even
fair play to him, all. Fair play to him.
Our first team skipper came up, Chef. He came down to watch, and he said it's actually a really good standard of cricket what we're playing at the minute, and it's enjoyable to watch. So huge shout out to everyone in the under 13s. I can't really single out anybody. Huge shout out to them because I'm loving coaching them at the minute. They're listening, they're putting in 100% in everything, and yeah, it's just a pleasure to coach them all.
No, it's really good to hear that, because there is a lot of hours and a lot of time sorting stuff out that goes into junior cricket, as anybody who's watching, who's involved knows, and it's very hard to get help. Well, I'll tell you what, Gary from Newton will know, because by the sound of it, he's a bit off more than he could chew, that lad.
Yeah.
Fair play to him. I wouldn't be doing 2 junior teams, not a pro, but yeah, big up the 13s.
Absolutely, big up the 13s. Still sat in second though, just behind Tim Whistle by 0.07 run to wicket ratio. We'll play them in a couple of weeks, I believe. So that'll be a good interesting game.
Good little setup to it. That'll be a really good game to watch.
They've got a really good 13s team. So yeah, that will be an interesting game to watch.
Yeah, man, good.
Absolutely. Next up, under 15s tonight.
Yep.
Well, Wednesday, under 15s, depending on when this comes out. Under 15s away at Dinton B team. I don't really know Dinton B's, but I believe it's quite a young setup from other teams that I've seen and from playing them last season. But Dinton have always a good outfit, aren't they?
Never write them off at junior cricket.
No.
God, I think when we were juniors, I don't think we ever beat them. I think we might have beaten them once on a technicality. I don't think we ever beat them.
Yeah.
Always a top outfit. Be a tough game, that.
Yeah, no, it will be. So, best of luck to our under 15s. Combined under 15s with Old Glossop, should know that.
Yeah.
Then on Thursday, the return of T20 up on the hill at the Hollies.
It's a big return at that as well. It's
local derby day, as a big girl used to call it.
As a wise man once said, it's a mile as the crow flies from square to square.
Absolutely. Big game against Tim Whistle. Good team, Tim Whistle. They beat us last season, but I'm hoping with a couple players returning, a couple new players as well, should be a good game. Yeah.
If anyone's interested in last year's game against Tinny and the T20, it was a really good game.
Yeah.
I think we ran quite close. I was quite impressed with how you did, because I thought you'd get rolled, and I think you did really well. For anyone that's interested, we'll put a link in the description to the YouTube video that's on Tinny's YouTube channel. And while we're on the note of Tinny, I want to say a big, massive shout out to Mikey.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was very generous to mention us in their Monday Night Live. Obviously we're just starting up, they've been doing it for a while, so the support's really appreciated, and the private messages like between yourself and Jack. I've messaged Big Earl a few times, so yeah, it's really appreciate the support, mate.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Huge shout out to Mikey, and I believe he's coming to film potentially a league game up here. Rumour has it.
I think so, but if he's watching his undecided, you're more than welcome to, mate, and we'll sort you out while you're there.
Yeah. If not, pint tomorrow at the T20 if you're up. I'm pretty sure he's up at the T20 tomorrow. So if you're up, Mikey, pint's definitely on us. Next up is the under 11s at home to Brody.
Yep, up here against Brody. I'm expecting a bit of a tough game there. Yeah. Brody, the same as the likes of Dinton, have always had a good junior set up.
Yeah, they have.
Our 11s were up here Sunday, just gone against Charles' B team, played their 18 the week before. They did the best. They Yeah, Charles' B team for the 11s was just a really good team. Had some really good young cricketers, and our guys did okay.
Yeah.
Did all right, and they really did do the best. And like I say, most of our under 11s are 8, 9-year-old, a couple of at the 11 bracket. But they're all loving it. They all turn up to training on a Friday night and they just buzz off it. It's harder to get them to go home when training's finished than it is to get them to bloody train.
Oh no, they're out there for about another hour, aren't they?
Biggest culprit being my lad, Frankie.
Wow, yeah.
So, yeah, it's good to see. We're getting good turnout for the juniors, and hopefully it continues to keep the setup going.
Absolutely, fingers crossed. Shall we look at senior games
For this week,
for this weekend? Yeah.
See why not?
First team against my good friends up at Old Glossop. Third place versus fourth.
I think he's in for a bit of a tough game there, mate. Absolutely. I'm not going to lie.
No, I completely agree. I've been looking at a few stats from a Mr. George White, who is the under-15s coach alongside myself, and he's in some form of the bat.
He is.
And I know they've signed a few new players over the winter, so it's going to be a tough game.
Strong team out though.
Very strong team out. Miller returns.
Miller returns from his what was it? Was it hamstring or quad this week? Which one did he design?
I think he said quad still, but I also rumour had it that there was a few beverages consumed in Liverpool.
Just reporting on what we hear, Miller. Don't take it personally, so
just rumour has it prioritising alcohol consumption rather than playing in an important game for the first team.
You won't see me doing that. Well, there we go. Oh well. Hey Miller, how you doing?
Yeah, going to be a tough game, but like I say, it's always good against Old Glossop. Got some good friends up there, so I'm really looking forward to it. Should be a.
They're up here, aren't they?
Yeah, we're at home. We're at home. Yourselves are away at Dinton, which will be live on Frogbox.
I believe so.
I'm looking forward to watching that one on the highlights afterwards.
I'm just going to say, hopefully you are watching it on highlights and then you don't get rolled up here and you're watching it live. Jesus Christ. Now, we played Dinton in the Cup with a reduced team, and they were just a standard above us with the team that we have, but we have got a strong team this weekend.
Yeah.
I think it'll be close, but I think we might just have enough in the old tank to get it over the line. Yeah. And I'm hoping we do, because to be fair, I think we've made quite a cracking start to the season for what my initial expectations were. Yeah, I had a look before, sat in 5th, I believe. I'll take that. I'll take mid-table. With the return of SK and Zahaib. SK and Zahaib are back. So 2 key bowlers there. Yeah. Should be a good outfit. You've got Sana as well. Sana's back in. A few others are back from holiday. A few returning faces. Mr. Dependable DM, he'll be back in the team. Yeah. Vice captain. Old Sully, John Lee. Is he back? Yeah, he's back on for holiday. So no, I'm looking forward to a good game, because they were a good set of lads. I think I said in the last podcast, particularly Glenn, they were really good with us. So yeah, looking forward to it, mate. Yeah, no, good stuff. There's no 13 game. No 13 game this weekend. Shall we have a little prediction this weekend's fixtures? Yeah, is this going to be a weekly thing? Are you thinking a bit of competition on the table? We can have a little competition. For me. Get a chef to score it and come up with a forfeit at the end of the season. Chef coming up with a forfeit, or no. I was going to say no. That could be a big mistake. No, we'll decide it between ourselves. Okay. We'll have a think this week and we'll reveal it next week. How about that? I reckon that seems fair. Let's go. Let's do it. Fair. Division 2. Yep. First game, Bucksworth at home to Newton. I'm going to go away win. I think I'll join you on that one. Away win. This is going to be an interesting one. Chapel at home to Brody. I will take the lead, and after seeing Chapel's pitch last week, I reckon it's going to be a home win, because they'll be used to the conditions.
but I reckon it'll be a very tough game because I believe they've got a lad called Ivan from Brody who's got about 150 runs off about 2 games.
I'm going to go away win.
Oh yeah.
I'm definitely going away win.
Could be a good close game.
Could be.
Charlesworth at home to Birchvale.
Home win.
Yeah, I was going to say a home win. Next is Dove at home to Tinney. As much as I think Tinney are going to have a good season this year, I think Dove are going to be too strong for them. So I'm going to go a home win.
I'm going to stick my neck out and go away win.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to go for it.
Fair enough.
Locked in, away win.
It's going to be an interesting game there. High Lane versus Grove. I think probably both agree at home win.
Home
High
win.
Lane.
Home win for me on that one.
Yeah, they're definitely the team to beat, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're a very strong outfit.
Yeah,
Very strong
made a
outfit.
great start.
100%. Division 3. Hayfield at home to Buggy.
Home win.
Do you reckon? I'm gonna say away win, but it could be very close. I think it's a bottom of the table clash.
I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to stick with a home win.
Okay.
I think they'll come good on Saturday.
New Mills versus High Lane.
Away win.
I would agree. High Lane just because of the outfit and the ones.
Yeah.
I reckon they've got a strong team throughout.
They were a good team against us. We managed to snatch it at the end. Definitely away win for me on that.
Pot versus Chapel.
Away win.
I'd say away win. And then a little secret.
Go on.
Staley Bridge,
Mm-hmm.
my old team. Not many people know that.
I didn't know that.
No. I used to play at Staley Bridge in the juniors just before I moved. So under 11s.
Secret ties.
It is, yeah. So
Sweet.
always got a bit of a soft spot for Staley Bridge. So
Okay.
for me, Staley Bridge home win.
I'm going to go home win, but I'm not mega confident.
Yeah.
Depending on who Charlesworth play, I think it'll be very,
Yes.
very close. But Staley Bridge made a minute start.
Yeah, they have.
Can't knock them for that.
No, they made a good start and got back my man Adam. Top lad Adam. Really top lad. But
yeah,
no.
he is, to be fair, but you're knocking me a bit sick with all this old secret. This club, that club. But yeah,
No,
home win for me as well.
Yeah, it is only Staley Bridge, don't worry. I'm a Hollies man. Through and through. Supposedly.
I hope so, mate. I hope so. I hope so.
But yeah, right. So
That could be quite interesting come this time next week, then.
there's a couple of differentiating ones, but
I think this could be quite interesting this season.
I think it could. There's a few tough games in there though this weekend, isn't there?
Yeah, there'll be some. If you keep an
Lots
eye
of
on
goal.
play cricket, I bet there'll be some cracking games out of them.
Yeah.
Proper close games.
Potentially a few upsets as well.
Hopefully, as far as I'm aware, I don't think they give out any more rain forecast for this
Yeah.
week. So, touch wood was included. Everyone can get the grounds prepped
Yeah.
as best as they possibly can.
I don't think it's June, would you?
No, you wouldn't. And big news for the twos this week.
Big news for the twos.
So in the last podcast, obviously, I had a little mini trigger rant about not having any umpires.
Indeed you did.
The second team, I've got an umpire this week.
Have they?
We have got an umpire, an official league umpire as it stands.
Yeah.
Touch wood, he doesn't get ill or fall downstairs and he turns up.
Turns up at the wrong ground.
But yeah, if anyone from the league's watching, thank you very much. If you've took it anything on board, if you've not watched it and you've just given us one anyway, still thank you very much. It's very much appreciated. But yeah, we've finally got an umpire for the first time this season in the league.
Buzz, it makes a huge difference, doesn't it?
Massive.
Huge
Absolutely
difference.
massive.
I think our lads are going to be upset though that they're going to have to pay full subs again now.
Yeah, potentially. But we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. We'll cross that bridge.
Oh, right. Well, that's our review done for the league predictions. Anything else?
Nothing from me. Nothing from me, young Scott.
Nothing from me. Nothing from you.
No.
No.
Nothing at all, mate.
Fair enough. Right. Well then, if you like the video, hopefully, a bit better than episode 1. Fingers crossed. If you like the video, make sure that you click that thumbs up. Hit subscribe if you are new around here and turn those notifications on to make sure you do not miss another Hollies on the Hill podcast. Episode 3, potentially changing it up for next week, just a little bit.
Potentially, but we'll
Just put a little feel.
Just let them wait. Second episode in, like I said, hopefully you've all enjoyed it a bit, and it's a bit better quality than the first one. We are still very new to this, but we're going to keep going with it regardless.
Yeah.
Hopefully try and mix it up a little bit and change it up from week to week, but just trying our best, aren't we, kid?
Absolutely, that's all we can do. But yeah, no, I enjoyed it yet again. Young Trig.
Been nice, mate. Been very, very nice.
Absolutely. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. Hit those notifications to make sure you don't miss next week's episode, and we will see you all next week.
Yep.
See you next week, and up the Hollies.